$1,200 a day. That's what I'm averaging right now at 22 years old, working from my laptop with no employees, no office, and no boss. And before you click off thinking this is some clickbait bullshit, I'm gonna walk you through the exact business model I use, the real numbers behind it, and most importantly, how you can copy this system step by step. Because here's the thing, this isn't some complicated model that requires you to be a genius or have a bunch of money to get started. I had none of these things. It's actually pretty straightforward once you understand how it works. So if you're serious about building real income online, stay with me because I'm about to break down everything. First, let me explain exactly what I do. I sell high-ticket coaching and consulting services, info products. Specifically, I started a few years ago by providing done-for-you lead generation services to online businesses, and then I transitioned to helping people build profitable online businesses, selling digital products. The main pro of selling high ticket is the price tag. Since you sell a program priced between $1,000 and $10,000 on average, you can easily reinvest that money to grow the business even further because profits are so high initially. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is gonna pay $2,000 for coaching? And that's exactly the mindset that keeps most people broke. Here's what you need to understand. People don't buy based on price, they buy based on value. If a business is stuck at $2,000 a month in revenue and you can show them a way to increase that to $20,000 a month, let's say your program was $5,000, is that expensive? Hell no. That's the best investment they could possibly make. So my business model is simple. I find people who want to start online businesses, I show them exactly how I did it, and I guide them through the process until they hit their goals, and I help them get their first clients or customers. That transformation is worth way more than what they pay me, which is why some people are happy to invest. Let's say you get an average client value of around $4,000. That means all you need to do is roughly closing 9 clients a month. That's 2 clients a week, and you're already making $36,000 a month. When you break it down like that, it's not some crazy, unattainable number. It's actually pretty doable. Let me walk you through my entire system from start to finish, because this is where most people get lost. They think you just post some content and people magically buy from you by clicking on your link. Well, that's not how it works. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. The first step is building attention. You need eyeballs on your content. So I personally do this through YouTube. YouTube is where I post long-form content like this, for example, breaking down strategies, sharing my results, teaching people what I know. The key here is consistency and value. I'm not just posting some motivational quotes or flexing with rented cars. I'm actually teaching people useful information that helps them make progress in their life and business. Because here's the thing, when you consistently provide value to your ideal customers, people start to trust you. And trust is what sells high-ticket offers. Step 2 is building a list, meaning every piece of content I create has a call to action or multiple calls to action. For example, I typically say, if you want to get my free training on how to start a business, the link is in the description below. I'm constantly getting people onto my email list and funnel because that's where freebie seekers get differentiated from people who become paying customers. Once someone's on my list, they get a sequence of emails that does a few things. It provides more value, it shares my story and establishes credibility, and it presents my offer. So I'm not just hitting them with a sales pitch immediately. I'm warming them up, showing them I know what I'm talking about, and I'm demonstrating that I can actually help them get results. Step 3 is the sales call. Now, I know a lot of people are scared of doing sales calls, but this is where the magic happens. When someone books a call with me, they've already consumed my content. They're already interested, otherwise they wouldn't be wasting their time. They already trust me to some degree. So the call isn't about convincing anyone to buy. It's about understanding their situation, figuring out if I can actually help them, and if it's a good fit, presenting my program as the solution. Let's say you do about 3 to 4 calls a day. Your close rate is somewhere around 40 to 50%, which means that on average, for every 2 calls you do, you typically close 1 client. And at $4,000 per client, well, I'm sure you can see how the math works out. Now let's talk about what you actually need to be good at to make this work. Because you can't just copy my business model without developing the right skills. First, You need to be able to create content that resonates. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be the world's best writer or speaker, I'm not. It only means you need to understand your audience's problems and communicate solutions clearly. When I first started, to be honest, my videos were terrible. My writing was mediocre. Just look at the first videos on my channel. The way I was speaking was just weird and robotic, but I kept doing it and I studied what worked. I improved every single time. And something really important you need to understand is that we're not here to make art or pretty things. We're here to get clients, make money, and have an impact on the world. Whenever you make educational content to get clients, the key is to always focus on clarity over cleverness. People don't want flowery language or complicated explanations. They want straightforward advice they can actually implement. So when I create content, I always ask myself, is this actually harmful? Would I have found this valuable when I was starting out? If the answer is no, then I don't post it. Second, you need to understand marketing and persuasion, not in a sleazy, manipulative way, but in a genuine way. You need to understand what motivates people to buy, what their fears are, what their dreams are, and how to position yourself and your offer as the bridge between where they are and where they want to be. I spent months studying copywriting, sales psychology, and marketing fundamentals. I read books, I analyzed successful businesses, I studied how the best marketers communicated. This wasn't wasted time. This was the foundation that everything else is built on. Third, you need to be good at sales conversations, aka sales calls. And here's what most people get wrong about sales. They think it's about being pushy or aggressive, like they're in the Wolf of Wall Street. It's not. Good sales is about asking the right questions, listening carefully to the person in front of you, and helping them make the right decision for them. On my calls, I spend most of my time listening. I'm asking about their current situation, their goals, what they've tried before, what's holding them back, etc. And based on their answers, I can quickly determine if my program is a good fit for them or not. If it's not, I just tell them that's fine. We can't help everyone. But if it is, I explain how it works and how it will help them specifically. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Here's something nobody talks about. The biggest barrier to making this kind of money isn't the strategy or the tactics, it's your mindset. Most people are programmed to think that making $1,200 a day is some extraordinary thing that only special people can do. And that belief is exactly what keeps them stuck. Not many people achieve it, I'll be honest, but not for the reasons you'd think. When I first started, I had the same bullshit limiting beliefs. Why would anyone pay me? I'm not an expert. There are way more qualified people out there. But here's what I realized. You don't need to be the world's leading expert. All you need is to be just a few steps ahead of the person you're helping. For example, if you've successfully built a productivity system that helped you go from scattered, always procrastinating, overwhelmed, to completing high-value tasks consistently, then you can help other people to stop wasting their time, get more done in less time. If you've lost 30 pounds and you kept it off, you can help someone lose their first 10. You have knowledge and experience that's valuable to people who are where you want to be. Most people are terrified to charge what their product is actually worth because they're afraid of rejection. But when you undercharge, you attract the wrong clients. People who pay premium prices are always more committed, they take action, they get better results, and they're also easier to work with. When I raised my prices from $500 to a few $1,000s, I was nervous as hell. But you know what happened? My clients got better results because they were more invested. My business became more profitable because I was working with fewer people but making more money. And I actually enjoyed the work more because I was dealing with serious, committed people, not little kids who just wanted free shit. So let's get tactical. If you want to copy what I'm doing and start making thousands of dollars online, here's your roadmap. Step 1, pick a niche. What can you help people with? What problem can you solve? This doesn't have to be business coaching like I do. It could be fitness, relationships, career development, productivity, mindset, anything. The key is to pick something you know about and that people are willing to pay to improve. It should be a deep, nasty, painful problem they want to get rid of. Step 2. Start creating content. Pick 1 or 2 platforms and start showing up consistently. Share what you know. Document your journey if you can. Provide value. Don't worry about making perfect content. Just start. Again, look at my first videos, they weren't perfect at all. Step 3, create a lead magnet. This is something valuable you give away for free in exchange for someone's contact info. their email, their phone number. It could be a guide, a checklist, a video training, whatever. The goal is to get people on your list so you can build relationships with them. Most people won't buy right now, but they might later. Step 4. Build your offer. What's the transformation you're providing? What does your coaching or consulting program include? How long does it last? What results can people expect and how fast? You want to package this into a clear, compelling offer. Step 5. Start having conversations. Once you've got some people on your list and you've been providing value, start inviting people to book calls with you. These don't have to be high-pressure sales calls. Frame them as strategy sessions where you're genuinely trying to help someone figure out their next steps. And then repeat this process. Create content, build your list, have conversations, close clients. It's not complicated, but it does require consistency and commitment. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Look, I'm not just gonna sit here and tell you this is super easy. Building a business that generates $1,200 a day takes a lot of work. It takes learning new skills. It takes getting up early if you have to. It takes pushing through rejection and self-doubt. And it also takes showing up, especially when you don't feel like it. But here's what I will tell you. It's absolutely possible. And it's one of the most worthwhile things you could ever do with your time and energy. Because once you successfully build this, you've got freedom. Freedom to work from anywhere. Freedom to set your own schedule. Freedom to make as much money as you fucking want. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep watching other people build the life you want? Or are you gonna start building it for yourself? It's up to you. If you'd like to get my help personally to start your own online business and reach financial freedom, check out the link in the description below. And with that said, I will see you on the other side.